Scott Welch, Muscle Insider Magazine. I'm here with Monica Ellis at the Allmax Nutrition booth.
Hi, everyone.
Last night, you did a phenomenal job coming into the show, and you seem to have brought up your shoulders and your back. Tell me, what is done differently in your training from the Olympia?
I actually incorporated swimming into my training routine. So I was actually swimming twice a week, and that helped me build my shoulders and my back just immensely, and also burn fat and calories as well.
And in the off season, what are your calories at?
So my calories get up to 2,300, and then when I start cutting, I don't go below 1,300 calories. So they actually stay relatively high all year round.
Okay. And in terms of your pro schedule coming up this year, what are the next shows for you?
I'm not sure yet. You know, doing the Arnold, I have enough points to do Olympia, so we'll see if I do maybe one or two more shows just to gear up for the Olympia this year.
Amazing. In terms of your macros, obviously, what is your protein intake in a day in a typical, obviously during your prep?
About 135 grams, and so a lot of it comes from whey protein, so Isoflex.
Isoflex?
Yes.
Oh my God. Yeah, we all know Isoflex is a bomb, one of my absolute favorite products in the industry. What do you like about Isoflex?
There's no other company that can really capture that flavor profile and also the quality. Birthday cake is my favorite flavor. They honestly have the best flavors out of anyone that I've had.
This weekend, Allmax Nutrition got a phenomenal booth. Tell me, how crazy has this been?
Oh, the energy has been absolutely amazing. Oh, I mean, everyone's just been stopping by. They love our products, and I just love the energy.
Okay. Now, in terms of what do you do now? I mean, you're going to obviously, you could compete in the Olympia. How do you, do you maintain your calorie intake? What the level is the body fat level go out? What do you do from here to maintain your conditioning?
Yeah, so I will reverse diet. So every week I will slowly increase my calories, maybe by 50 to 100 calories, up until I get to a little bit above maintenance level. And then from there we'll just kind of stay and then start cutting whenever a show comes around.
So this is the first bikini pro I've heard of that does swimming, and you found that that's helped your shoulders. How much swimming are you doing?
So I will do 30 minutes, and I will do sprints. So I'll go as hard and as fast as I can down the pool. I'll take a 15 to 30 minute or 30-second break, and then I'll sprint back.
Amazing. There you go. You have the tip right there from Monica Ellis, Team Allmax, Scott Welch, Muscle Insider Magazine. Thanks for checking this out.
What's up, yo? What up? Welcome. 2019. We're wrapping it up. How you doing, Scott?
I'm doing well. I'm going to do my best interviewing you, but I understand that you did some MC work yourself this weekend. Tell me about that.
You know what? And hence, sorry, guys, I got to apologize. My voice being gone. I've been screaming for 3 days. I did do the MC for the amateur ladies' day on Thursday, and then I was asked to do the pro finals. So I was actually on the stage, and I was so excited yet so nervous. And then on Saturday, of course, my husband was competing. I was cheering him on, which led to the vocal loss you see, as well as being here at the Allmax booth, screaming over music, talking to everyone, but it's all worth it.
He's looking massive. I mean, you're obviously taking good care of him. He's been training hard, and he must be using the Impact Pump.
The pump, brand new product. Actually, Steven is a non-stim guy. It's a lot of people would never think that I am a stim girl, and he would always use H4, which has no stims. So when the Impact Pump came out, tongue to a twister, that's what he's been using. So it's a great product. It's the same pump that he loves. But when you don't need stimulants or late night work, like me, I'm a night owl, late night workout, that's your go-to product.
Where is next for you two? You guys are traveling all over the world. I understand that Steve is heading to China.
You got all the info, yeah. He's
Muscle Insider.
Yay, that up phone. That's now you get it. So he's heading to China. Actually, well, that's why we're leaving today. He flies out tomorrow. Oh my gosh, to China for an expo. And the thing is like if you've ever been to the Arnold, guys, this expo is insanity. However, it's even bigger there. And then from that, he's going to come back and actually do the Indy Pro, which he won last year. Hopes to get another win, and then from there, Olympia would be next.
Amazing. Yeah. Okay, now listen, the fans back home want to know, if you could only do one glute exercise, only one, what would it be? If it's only one.
I would actually have to say, a hip thrust, to be honest. I love things that isolate glutes without putting a lot of other areas like your quad or your lower back, and for me, hip thrust is a glute activated exercise that I can also put a heavy load on. So I like that. I like the ability to isolate with heavy weight, and a lot of times your heavies are squat, but for me, just training so much, lower back, hips, things like that, I like the hip thrust. I do like variety though, you know that.
There you go. You have it right there. From the Booty Queen, Scott Welch, Muscle Insider Magazine, here at the All-Max Nutrition booth. Scott Welch, Muscle Insider Magazine. I'm here with Josh Wade at the All-Max Nutrition booth, Arnold Classic 2019.
Hey Scott, how are you?
I can't get over the size you look like you packed on since the Olympia. What are you weighing at right now?
Right now I'm waking up about 265, which I think at the Olympia I was about 240 on stage. I'm 11 weeks out from the New York Pro, which will be my pro day, or my debut for this year. And I felt like we made great size improvements. So I'm excited to come in the same condition I'm known for, but obviously the added size.
And you notice, guys, he said his morning weight, because we all know we weigh less in the morning, which means he's actually a little bit heavier right now.
Well, that's our true weight, you know. So the guys that want to just throw out a big number, my morning weight, I wake up and I check myself. I'm very regimented, so being able to know what I am every day, if I'm slowly gaining or slowly losing, is very important. So keep everything the same, and that's how you're going to notice the results.
Speaking of gains, how is the Impact Pump? I mean, you guys launched this now at obviously the Arnold Classic. How's the reception been on Impact Pump?
It's phenomenal. I mean, Impact Pump is very similar to Impact Igniter, which is my favorite pre-workout. But what I really like about it personally, there are a lot of people that like the non-stim pre-workout formula, but because it's non-stim, I use it as an intra-workout. So I still use Impact Igniter pre, I use Impact Pump intra. Now I'm getting the double the citrulline agmatine. The Impact Pump has glycerol added, so the muscle pump is actually swelling, and I get the best of both, the stimulants and then the non-stim as the intra.
So you got, obviously, you're going to warm up at the New York Pro, and then we're going to see you at the Toronto Pro, hopefully.
100%, Scott. I'm actually really looking forward to it. It's a great show, a great expo. So yeah, I'm starting in New York. The next weekend I'm hitting the Cal, and then I'm coming to Toronto, guys.
Amazing. What do you have to improve in your physique now in order to obviously be in the top 5 and that kind of area within the pro ranks?
Hey. So honestly, after the Olympia, working with John Meadows, we both agree that my limbs were behind my upper torso. So I've been focusing on a lot of outer sweeps of the quads, a lot of arm improvement. Actually, we went to training arms like 3 times a week after the Olympia, try to get some immediate like muscle pump and swelling. And what I've been able to do, I felt the most benefit keeping a lot of eccentric contractions. So the eccentric portion, supersetting the biceps. If I feel that burn, that nasty burn, I know it's going to lead to soreness and growth.
This is Scott Welch, Muscle Insider Magazine at the All-Max Nutrition booth with Josh Wade. You'll always be ripped. Out of all the men's physique guys, every time I've ever seen you at a show, you're always shredded. Are you on a diet 24/7?
I would say a good amount of the time of the whole year. I would, I allow myself to enjoy holidays, New Year's, the holidays, and just kind of like eat healthy up until events, even if it's Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, Easter, whatever it is, I always try to eat healthy a good majority of the day, and when I spend time with family, I'll kind of eat whatever it is also. But as a lifestyle, yeah, I generally eat pretty healthy.
And look at the vascularity. If you see a little bit of vascularity, let's show them the abs. Just gotta see the abs. Yeah, this guy's absolutely shredded. And the vascularity ought to be helped by, obviously, Impact Pump.
Yeah, Impact Pump, but I personally use A-cuts. And it's something that I don't build myself to use year-round, but in spurts, like I'll take it for like 2 months, I'll give myself a break 1 month and see if I can gain some weight. But as a powder fat burner, it is really effective for me. That along with Rapid Cuts, which is like a pill form of our fat burner. I utilize that in the morning, but A-cuts, I just have A-cuts for my workouts, and then I just have Rapid Cuts like in the morning when I just get up, And I naturally do cardio in the mornings because it helps wake me up, helps me digest food, and it's good for heart health,
Now, things are crazy. I saw that Arnold Schwarzenegger grabbed the Isoflex this weekend.
That was pretty wicked. But before that, he grabbed my hand.
That's cool. So you grew up being a fan of Arnold?
Yeah, I started working out, I think in 2003, I joined the gym. And then I think shortly after that, 2004, 2005, I was in college. he had a book called The Encyclopedia to Bodybuilding, and it was Arnold Schwarzenegger's Encyclopedia to Bodybuilding. And I grew up reading that, like, from cover to cover. I grew up reading it, and I personally have grown up, yes, to love, like, Arnold Schwarzenegger as, like, icon, as a figure, an actor, you know, politician, you know what it is, because I'm from California as well. But his book, it provides, like, a good amount of tips. And it's something ingrained in all of us that we can never really know enough. You know, that's something that was engraved in me when I went to school. So I, you know, I'm able to read books and still talk to a lot of other folks and see what they do, see how it reacts for them, and take it into, like, my own schedule also. So it is ever evolving, you know.
What is obviously if there was one thing you love most about Allmax and being on the team, what would it be?
Camaraderie and the honesty. And a family, if there's ever a family first type of ideal, Allmax is everything of that. You know, they love the folks that they're around, they love who they hire, they love interacting with us, and they love hearing feedback, so they're very reciprocative. And on top of that, I love, like, their products. Their products are plain, simple, they're straight to the point. It shows you everything and how much of each ingredient is in the product. So I love taking their products because they're honest. They're honest with their products, and they're just great folks. I love being with the company, genuinely. And before I turned pro, I was actually buying a lot of their products, little by little, month after month. And just happened to be the guy that I was purchasing product from was a regional rep. Yeah, and that was after like 2 years, and he's like, hey, you really like your Allmax product? I said, I genuinely do. And so that's how I was able to be brought on the team. Yeah.
We're here at the Allmax Nutrition booth, Arnold Sports Festival 2019 with John Ewan. Look this guy up. He's absolutely shredded and an inspiration to all you out there to get. You look like you put on a little bit of size since the last time I saw you. What are you weighing these days?
Yeah, you know, I did put on a little bit of size. Me being a tall guy, going against the shorter guys, I got to stack on that mass. Last year I competed at 235. I was up to 260 2 weeks ago, and I did a little mini cut for a photo shoot on Monday for Allmax. But shooting for 265 before I cut it down for the Vancouver Pro in July.
You know, I can't get over the vascularity, and there can only be one product that caused that.
It's right here, the Impact Pump. I was actually sipping it earlier. This is my favorite flavor, the unflavored, because what I do is I just add a scoop of this to my Impact Igniter, which has the caffeine. It's the exact same formula, just with no stimulant. It's got 6 grams of citrulline, gives you amazing pumps. It's also a great option for people that are sensitive to caffeine, or maybe they train late at night. So a lot of my clients love this product, and it works amazing.
How's been the response here at Allmax? Allmax always has one of the biggest booths in the industry.
It's to be part of this team is you know, an honor. People from last year, 2-3 years ago, they still come back. They remember us. They obviously remember the products. So just very thankful to be part of such an amazing company. Yeah.
What I really like about this formula is the Glycer pump, giving you that extra pump without, you know, a lot of times you put glycerin into a pre-workout and you're going to get clumping, but not with this product.
No, like I was saying, the products are so pure and clean, and the way they formulate them, they don't only work, but they taste good and the texture is good. Our amino acids don't have that weird little foam that bubbles up, so you're actually drinking all the amino acids. They don't stay in your cup. So yeah, it's amazing how they formulated this so the glycerin does not stick.
When are we going to see you back on stage?
July 9th, I believe, at the Vancouver Pro.
Vancouver Pro, because he's in Seattle, only a 3-hour drive north.
That's right. It's my closest to my hometown show, so it's an amazing show. I won it 3 years ago, so what I'm trying to do next year is bring it back the first place trophy.
Amazing. And I understand, I saw on the internet that Allmax, Arnold happened to stop by and grab Isoflex.
He did, and that's kind of a soft spot in my heart because that's 3 years in a row. Somehow I'm in the bathroom or doing something and I missed him, but he was here touching the Isoflex, so it was kind of cool. Not a lot of booths get that, so he's very personable. He's always been cool to Team Allmax, so kind of cool.
This is Scott Welch, Muscle Insider Magazine at the Allmax Nutrition booth. Scott Welch, Muscle Insider Magazine. I'm here with Sarah Fowler at Allmax Nutrition 2019 Arnold Sports Festival.
Hi guys, how you doing out there? Hi Scott.
Hey, listen, booth is just phenomenal. You've got chin-ups, you've got dips, you've got another really exciting thing that I obviously was one of the first to try in the industry was the Allmax Impact Pump. Tell me about that. How has the reception been on Pump?
That's right, you guys. It's been incredible this weekend. Very well received by the guys down here at the Arnold's. Great tasting. We've got pineapple mango on tap today, which I think I've said before, never really my biggest fan, but oh my gosh, Allmax pineapple mango is really starting to convert me. It's been my favorite so far. And then we have blue raspberry, which is really good. So everyone's loving it. Great new product.
And listen, I mean, in terms of the booth here, you guys always have the best location in the whole expo. How much planning went into this show?
Well, you know, there's always a lot of things happening behind the scenes to get ready for a good show, a successful show. There's an awesome team behind this company that makes things go off for sure, and that's a big part of it. Usually at the beginning of the year is when we really start to get together on what we want to do. I mean, Pump came out at around the same time, so we were happy to debut it here, and it's being really well received. Love it.
This is a stim-free product, a pre-workout, but you can stack it with Pump Igniter, or you can take it by itself if you're stim conscious, or Josh Wade said he actually uses it intra-workout.
Yeah, so what's really incredible about the Impact Pump is we've done a couple things to help you stack it with your favorite pre if you do like stims. So Impact Igniter actually has 3.2 grams of beta-alanine. What we did with the pump is we took the beta-alanine out as well as the stims. So if you want to stack the unflavored with your igniter, you're not going to get that double dose of beta-alanine that people don't necessarily like that much of. You're only going to get the double dose of the citrulline, which is what really gives you the pump. And then the extra added ingredient, of course, the agmatine, and then a newer ingredient that just came out is called Glycer Pump. So Glycer Pump, a whole gram of that, very specific for helping you with vascularity and full muscle swellness. Amazing. You stack that with Igniter if you're cool with stims. I'm telling you guys, it's insane.
And you guys are a lot bigger than anyone out there understands. You guys are in China next week? You guys are all over the world.
Yeah, you're right. The Big Boss and Steve, they're making their way over to China. There's a lot of really great things happening on that side of the world that are really receptive to sports nutrition science in general. We're having a lot of successes over there right now. So it's been really awesome to be able to spread Allmax like worldwide.
Amazing. I mean, Allmax have been supporters of the sport. Allmax have been putting out products with full transparency. That's one of the things I love about you guys is you always know what's inside the product, whatever's on the labels inside the product.
Yeah, absolutely. We want you guys to be able to make good, conscious decisions about the products that you're taking. And we all know that you have really specific goals with your physiques, and you want to know the science behind what you're taking. So we love to be there for you on that respect, so that you can really plan in your nutrition, your diet, and your supplementations. Everything is on point. And the high-level competitors need that kind of access. They need that kind of transparency. So there's no guessing game with what they're doing.
Amazing. This is Scott Welch, Muscle Insider Magazine, here with Allmax Nutrition, Sarah Fowler, and the whole team here.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Scott.